With 7 weeks until the primary election, the governor's race is heating up. Republican candidates faced off in Salina. Our Capitol Bureau Chief Courtney Ryan was there and explains what happened.
With campaign signs lining the sidewalks.
There are two types of horses, show ponies and workhorses.
Inside the Salina Innovation Foundation.
Calls himself a workhorse. I think Kansas needs a war horse.
Fireworks flew between frontrunners Governor Jeff Collier and Secretary of State Chris Kobach.
It's time for round
Collier
4.
questioned Kobach's pro-life stance and pointed to recent court fines, which could cost the state thousands of dollars.
What really is remarkable to me is the person that is standing there before us wants you, taxpayers. He wants you to pay for his court fines.
Kobach pushed back, defending his pro-life stance and saying he always stands up for conservative values.
If you have a conservative out front, he will be attacked. If he's moving the ball forward, he'll be attacked even more. But one thing you know about me is I will never shrink. I'll never stop. I'll push even harder.
During the hour-and-a-half debate, the other candidates on stage focused on their message.
I want to get planes landing in Kansas, and it will be the spark to a revival of revenue.
And laid out their platform for growing the state.
We need to lean in on costs just like we did in the insurance department. Not indiscriminate over the across-the-board cuts, but thoughtful cuts everywhere.
For voters who traveled to the debate,
nothing I saw today changed me. I've seen a couple other candidates. I like the positive approach that they had.
Some say it helped solidify their pick.
Collier, just because I liked him a little bit better just from this debate, but never know. Time will tell.
There are 6 Republican candidates in this race. However, only 4 were allowed to participate in this debate since they signed the Republican Party's debate agreement. The other 2 candidates, Jim Barnett and teenager Tyler Ruzick, showed up to watch. Reporting in Salina, I'm Courtney Ryan.
Amateur radio lovers are out in force all across the country this weekend for the American Radio Relay League Field Day. The Kaw Valley Club is spending 24 hours at the Shawnee County Sheriff's Office Training Center. They set up a portable radio station there. The radio operators are practicing for emergency situations. They're communicating with people from all across the country. They welcome the public to stop by and learn about their radios. With President Trump and Kim Jong-un opening up talks between North Korea and the United States, memories of the Korean War are resurfacing. KSNT News reporter Alec Gartner shows us how local Korean War veterans were honored this weekend, nearly 68 years after it all began.
June 25, 1950. That's the day that marks the start of the Korean War. Fast forward 68 years to Topeka, where a reception was held to honor those who served in it.
Talk about it, how things were in Korea at the time, and the war in general.
Just camaraderie here and get together and talk over old times.
Some call it the Forgotten War, but for veterans at the Kansas National Guard Museum this morning, it's anything but that.
I spent 17th birthday out in California in training, my 18th birthday in Korea.
Hugh Greenfield fought in the war in 1952 and 53, but when he returned home, the welcome wasn't as warm as today's.
We didn't come back as a unit, we came back as individuals. World War II, you know, they had big parades because you had units, but we're just coming back every day, somebody's coming back, and nobody paid any attention.
Events like the one Saturday helped show veterans that they fought for a cause worth fighting for. Now Hugh is hopeful for the future of the country he once fought against.
I like to see the DMZ crumble down and let the people get back and forth North and South Korea and get a peace over there.
He would like to see the remains of Americans that died in Korea returned, saying we don't like to leave anyone behind. In Topeka, Alec Gartner, KSNT News.
A man is behind bars in Jackson County after crashing his car, then allegedly stealing another car and crashing that one. This all happened in western Jackson County early yesterday morning near the 18,000 block and B Road. Jackson County Sheriff's deputies responded to a crash and found this man, 32-year-old Adrian Ramirez of Hiawatha, and his 4-year-old child. Deputies believe Ramirez's car caught fire after he crashed it. Then deputies say he stole a truck from a shed and crashed that as well. Deputies found Ramirez huddled with the child, hiding in the back of the pickup truck. He was arrested on several charges. Deputies tell us the child was not injured in the accident. The Master Gardeners are looking for people with lawn and garden problems. K-State Research and Extension is hosting a sick plant clinic. Experts will be there to provide treatment advice for sick plants. The clinic is happening at the Fairlawn Plaza Mall. It's tomorrow from 10 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. They ask people to bring their plant samples and questions.